Hello, ladies, gents, and children running with scissors. We return to the daily challenge of Spelunky. It is the 22nd of July of 2019. And after this box standard introduction, we're going to go straight into the daily challenge with zero expectations that it's going to be any kind of success. Because, boy, was it a absolute trash run in the previous episode. I think I got murdered somewhere in the mines. I forget exactly what happened. Because my memory is fuzzy from all the trauma. I just cannot handle it. But I did get that Sashable slow motion run done right after. And as a result, now the game looks horrendously fast. It's just what it has. You get used to playing at a certain speed. Even if it was just one run. And now I am completely bamboozled. There you go. There you go. Completely bamboozled by this ludicrous speed that we're seeing right now. Pretty happy with the result of that one-off Spelunky thing, for which I drew a one-off thumbnail. I don't know. I just felt like it was appropriate. I was like, man, I'm taking this time to draw this thumbnail. It's not going to be used anymore. Just going to be used once. But it actually, something I'm really pleased. Ooh, hello, my good sir. You even negate all kinds of risks by just allowing me to simply murder the crap out of you with the weapon you're selling. What a piece of trash that you are. Something that I'm very pleased. So that's, you know, I've said time and time again that I've been drawing a lot as a result of me wanting to get done my, you know, ready for publication, my new novel. If I whip that, I will probably disturb the idol and bad things will happen to my anus. So let that go. Let that go. That's absolutely triggered. Just like that shotgun wielding lib in the vault. I have triggered the lib. And by that I literally am referring to the librarian. It is the shorthand right there. That's the one. Whenever you see trigger the libs, that's what people are referring to. They use really a lot to annoy librarians. It's just a strange quirk of conservative-minded people. They just can't stand librarians. Yep, that's the bit I went with. Anyway, to finish what I was saying, that thumbnail, I purposely did not put an insane amount of effort. Like, it could have been much more detailed. It's like, let's see how fast I can get this done. And I'm pretty sure that if I pick this up, the vault will not be disturbed, because the boulder will roll in a way that it's not going to destroy my gems. Right? Okay, good. Let's go get this right here. This man, I don't have sticky bombs. I was going to do it with these sticky bombs, but I think we'll do it from the top. And this should work pretty well. Yeah, there you are. Beautiful. Oh, clean execution. And I actually got done with that thumbnail in 45 minutes. I don't think it was up to an hour. So I was like, holy crap, there's no way I would have ever drawn this so fast before. It's very nice to get more practice, and you can tell just from that tiny amateurish experience, like, no wonder the pros, they can whip out a really good looking sketch when you ask them in a convention or something. They can like throw a bunch of lines together and it looks amazing. Yeah, they have years and years and years of drawing these characters, so they're going to whip it up pretty damn easy and fast, just like I do every night at the brothel. And everybody's so pleased with my incredibly ludicrous speed. I already grabbed the shotgun. I mean, I already grabbed the money, the vault. So let's go get the shotgun, which I seem to have misplaced, just like my dentures. Getting old, the ravages of time are doing a number on my bunghole. The blood is out of control. Anyway, let's get out of here. Pretty lucky guy with the teeth. I've never had a single tooth problem. Never a toothache. I mean, that is not transient. I do need this torch. There's no way we can make it through this nightmare without this torch. So let's get that done. Hopefully there is no weird shopkeeper ambush awaiting me in the darkness. Alrighty. Let's just carry on. I'll be back for the shotgun when a true threat shows its face. For the time being, should be able to traverse these areas without much punishment. Pretty lucky on the tooth department. My brother, not so bad. Like, he did have a few cavities and stuff, but my mother has some pretty bad teeth. My father, they are okay. Like, I know he's had some problems, but nothing horrendous. But my mother definitely did have awful teeth. But I think it's because of just growing in poverty, you know? That will do some real problems to your I was going to say dentadure, as if that's an actual word. To your jaws and all your teeth. Like for this man, I wish you were able to just come back with a shotgun and murder him. Go get it. What I'm getting at with all of these information that you didn't ask for is that I don't think it's genetic. It's just the luck of the draw when you're being built in the womb. And I think I actually talked about this some time ago. Look, it's been 4+ years, maybe 5 years of Spelunky Daily Challenges. You can't expect me not to retread old topics, okay? So if I have talked about this 2 years ago or something, well, tough luck, you're going to hear again my completely unsolicited information about the status of my teeth. You're just gonna get it, and you're going to enjoy it, and maybe you're going to relate to some of it, and you'll comment about it in the comments below, driving up the engagement so that the algorithm gods will take mercy on my soul. Okay? So let's embark into this adventure together. I'm going to put this bomb right here, and it's going to be glorious. Just going to blow that up. It's going to give me access to this nonsense area. I'm going to try kill these guys so I can grab that insect. Got me a Ghoster Emerald that I had 0 plans to get. There's also a crate over there, so I'll absolutely come back for that. What I'm getting at is that it's not genetic, and I actually talked to a dentist about it because I had a suspicion. I had the suspicion is like, does it have anything to do with the acidity in my mouth? Like, because I think it's because of my saliva. That was my theory. Does the saliva have something to do with it? And he's like, yeah, that is true. That people with more acidic saliva are going to have more cavities and, bacterial problems. Because bacteria grow in acidic environments. And I felt so damn vindicated that my layman theory of why I had been so lucky to get a healthy mouth with which to put penises in. That was a reason for the entire thing. I mean, I don't think it's the only reason, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty big contributor to my mouth status. So there you go. There you have it. Just don't chew on batteries. That is my final advice to you. Because the acid will make you have cavities. It's just a simple instruction. If as a baby you were just chewing on batteries all the time, well, that's no wonder your mouth looks like a leper's butthole. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. We have gotten a little bit of money, murdered all those shopkeepers, gathered all the bugs, put them in our pockets. Been pretty good so far. Of course, the early jetpack means we have damn good looking daily challenges ahead of us. I cannot wait to see How will I ruin it catastrophically? Don't doubt that I will, though. You can always count on me to throw away the stupidest daily challenges in the easy department and then endure during the most atrocious seeds you could possibly think of. It's been quite the history. Oh, nice. Finally some sticky jizz. We'll bomb our way in there. Save Major Stupid. Can I bomb it? Oh, wait a minute. Is this open? No, that's all completely closed, is it? Might as well put the bomb there. Gives me the extra gem. I mean, it doesn't really give it to me. All I'm saying is easier access. Might as well push this. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? There you go. Beautiful stuff. Ooh. Maybe not get too close to that powder keg. Get rid of all this nonsense. Get something beautiful. Ropes are as close to worthless as it gets. Absolutely going to be goes to all that junk down there. We gotta save Major Stupid. He is right down here, asking for mercy, begging for help, for some human to come and help him out. If I drop you that way, you will get arrowed. Let's put you there. There's also a... I already saw the golden chest. This looks like a trivial engagement in which I will obliterate this pathetic little dirty scumbag that wanted to end my life. Alright, get this out of the way. Chest and key in the same location. Very convenient. Thank you, Spelunky, for not making me work at it. Oh yeah. Man, look at all those. Look at all this junk. Yeah. We'll explore the rest of the level, but of course I need to get this emerald ghosted. It's something that I must do. Just feeling pretty standard today. I like to ghost as much as possible. Maybe get an hour and a half daily challenge out of it. That will be it for the entirety of the Spelunky content for the week. My apologies if that upsets you. Thing is, I have like in the backlog I think like 5 episodes of Enter the Gungeon, because that's all that I wanted to record this one day. I'm just going to do Gungeon. I just felt like murdering the crap out of the things in the Gungeon, and I just did it. And it was glorious. I didn't accomplish much. It was quite a lot of failure. Still had a good time. Like I have said many times before now, that's Spelunky 2, man. Cannot come fast enough to renew my excitement. Like I said in the previous daily challenge, it's not like my love for Spelunky has gone any lower. It's more like my desire to play other games has gone further up. It's also something. There's an early access game in the pipes. Forget the exact name. Something Army of the Dead something. That's very, very specific. I think that you can find that easily on Steam. And that's coming out pretty soon, and it looks so good. It looks very Darkest Dungeony, but you also with the added benefit of playing the bad guy, and that's always been a soft spot for me. Every single RPG that I play, I will try to be the highest, most disgusting scumbag, because I love seeing just how much does the game let me get away with. I think I just need to blow this up. And it gives me 2 gems. Or will it? I think I just destroyed, and the block came down and destroyed one of my emeralds, so at least we got access to this area. Can even open this up. Oh yeah. All that good stuff. Looking pretty nice. Not going to work at whipping that. It's just too much work. Too much work. Alright. We're almost done here. I know some people don't appreciate the ghosting, but the ghosting is an intrinsic part. It's an integral part of the daily challenge. And it's just, there's something very relaxing about it. I've never resented it. The only part that I've resented about ghosting is not being able to speed up the ghost. The only part is like, man, wish Spelunky had a button for that, you know? Other than that, it's a fun challenge that I have yet to get tired of. Let's get this ghost out of the way so I can safely enter the butthole. All right, into the jungle we go. Free jetpack, all this extra life from the beautiful dogs that we keep saving. Give me that money, give me all the good stuff. Righty, you thought you had me, you filthy piranha, but all you had was a short death. Get all these filthy monsters destroyed. Somehow we have climbed up to 8 health. That is how powerful my heroics have been. Let's get rid of this nonsense. We have saved every single damsel and taken 0 damage up until that little bat that just happened. And here is where the daily challenge comes to an end. Because you know, I'm going to try and get into this place. And that means, so put a bomb here. We're going to give life and limb. Let's get started with the piranhas. Give life and limb to disturb. Whoa, almighty. And it's very likely. Wow, what a guy. You could have easily killed him. Just shot him straight in the back. A good shopkeeper, are you coming? Maybe we can actually shoot him. Ooh, wow, oh, did you guys see that? Awful. Turn around. How he turned around. This big boy has 40 health. So it's not a trivial thing to just shoot him. You have to shoot him like 10 times. Woo! Oh, shopkeeper died somehow. I think it's because of the shots that I was doing. They managed to land right on his anus. Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Fills me with joy that it was actually really easy to take care of that scumbag. Doesn't look like a very good bottom of the pit though. Look at this nonsense. Man, the amazing super frog in its natural element. At least we got a few crates out of it. This is good. It's pretty decent. Usually there's way more. Oh well, there's a giant pile of gems over there. That is so rare. Wow. For a chest to spawn with 5 is like a vault chest pretty much. You guys ever see that before? Amazing. Even in these weird low effort scenarios, we always see something new in Spelunky. I don't think I've ever gotten such a nice chest spawn. I mean, maybe that girl that I stalked in high school, she had a very nice chest spawn. But other than that, never saw such a good one before. I mean, when she came back from summer camp, she used to be playing Margaret, and she was Busty Margot. It was super amazing. The most uncanny chest spawn ever conceived. Why did I just do that? I just want to save this dog, okay? And I will risk my life for this dog, for I am the hero that Spelunky needs. Certainly the hero Spelunky deserves. Absolutely. Something happened to my shotgun. Some undetermined disaster happened to my shotgun. Oh, that's right. Left it right here. Alright, do we have any more gems? That's kind of rough to ghost. What else is there? This one is doable. Look at that. Oh. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. This pleases me. It's a very parsimonious. That's a word. Look it up, sweetheart. Stealing wholesale. Like my brand is pretty much Northern Lion, but worse. So I need to continue stealing wholesale his whole shtick. Soon, I'm going to start saying skirt. I'm going to say don't get it twisted. Very important to keep on brand of being Norlion but worse. Soon I'll put on that face cam and it will be slightly more boring. It will be very important and my transformation will be nearly complete. Shave my head. Demand that everybody calls me Egg. It will be a demand. There will be no option but to do it because otherwise you'll get banned. I look forward to such things. Look forward to branding myself as a cheap knockoff that you can have whenever you run out of content from the Eggman. We're done here. Let's simply leave. Very pleased so far with this seed. I mean, the money is kind of low, I would say. Pretty average, buck standard average. I would say that's a good assessment of the kind of cash that this seed contains. But honestly, ever since the dupe, you know, the being able to duplicate things and get high scores of 6 and 7 million. The daily challenge just feels quaint, you know? Oh wow, I was going to just liberate him and shoot him, but he was an incredible ninja. The daily challenge and the high score that I get seems just a quaint little curiosity, like, huh, isn't that cute? He got to 2 million, wow. Maybe one of these days you'll play with the big boys. For the time being, just get good, scrub. Still a maniac over here that somehow has survived the spake pit. It's amazing spake pit. Okay, now he's deceased in a very violent manner and leaves me free to do as I please in this map. I am the lord of this domain. No fool shall contest my complete domination of this land. I lord over land and sea, sky and earth. Not even going to spend any resources saving you, Adam, for you are not the furry type. Oh, but something I can do with your ugly mug is to cast you into an eternal pit of torment. Rejoice! This is a little tricky though. There you go. Spexo. Really good. Really good about that. There's probably no... Yeah, there's no black market anywhere. We have done it. We have 30 seconds to the go, so might as well wait for that emerald. There's nothing else to do though. Ah, there is. I don't have time to... Yeah, I think I do. I am the greatest. Give me that. Cold, unfeeling corpse. Rigor mortis is starting to set in as I stuff my finger inside its mouth. A horrendous breath of death comes out. That's when you know it's ripe to put all kinds of appendages in there. It's not fun if it doesn't stink. That is my motto. It's not fun if it doesn't stink. I'm going to print that in t-shirts. Alright, let's get that done. There's also another maniac corpse at the bottom of a spike pit, and I am willing to sacrifice an enormous rope to go get it. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I was like, maybe toss the corpse out of the pit so I don't have to climb the rope again, but I think I'm not even going to bother with that one. Unless we spy another... We spy another caveman corpse. If there's a second one somewhere, which I don't think there is. I'll be looking though. Yeah, nothing down here. There's a ruby though. Yeah, just the one caveman, nothing over there. So it's not worth it. If there was another one, I could get the Kapala right now. But since there isn't, it's silly to get the 1 point. Because if Kali shows up again, certainly there will be the chance of getting enough points no matter what. Regardless of me spending the time getting that caveman into Callie's embrace. So there. That is my rationale for carrying on that restless. Pretty good. This guy literally has nothing I want. I mean, I do want the spike shoes. Because it would enable me to kill this giant super wasp right now. So I think just that is enough to go for it. Can we maybe lure this scum lord of this place without using a bomb? I guess we'll just use the bomb. There you go. Let's get him out of there. So I can have the spiked shoes, but not the Pitcher Smith. Pitcher Smith gets on my nerves. Not gonna deny it has its uses, but I'd much rather always. The amazing super dodge, man. Happens every time. Makes me feel they are specifically designed to get out of the way exactly as you come down on them. Sweet little idol. I would like to get to that crate, but it looks pretty damn tricky. I think we can do it from the top. Let's go and do it. There might be something amazing in there. Do that. So now we have enough bombs to say one bomb, one gem. So one bomb, one crown. Absolutely. Just like when I usurped the throne through terrorism, it was one bomb, one crown. Those were good times, man. Those damn rebels had to go and throw me off. It was just a few executions by way of the wheel. You don't have to be so damn fragile. So what? I put your mother, sister, and daughter in the wheel, and I started turning it until they came apart. So what? You had to lead a rebellion against the freaking rifle monarch. Threw me off, exiled me to Alaska from Kazakhstan. Freaking, I'll get my revenge at some point. I know that I will. I know that I will. Sander the Just. Sander the Just, my nemesis. Led the rebellion after I did a few just unsavory things to all his family. He had to just take it personal and lead that rebellion against me. My guards could do nothing because they were a little biased against my rule after I docked their pay and I fed them dog meat. Well, maybe they should have been better at the job. So hard to get good service these days. Is it that much to ask for bloodthirsty, unquestioning guards that do your every bidding for no pay? Come on. Things used to be better. We're good to go here, almost. But there's something I wanted to do, and that is grab the other idol. Oh, black market, what is going on? Did we go for the black market already? No. No, that... I was like, I'm missing a very important detail here. There's the black market. I have legit been so concentrated on the completely fabricated and not real at all bit that I was making, that I had, like, in the back of my head, like, something is blinking. I'm hearing this noise all the time. What's going on? All the time. I think it's like below this sticky trap. Very, very hard to see. Pretty sure it's there though. I really, really was not noticing. My conscious self was not noticing at all the blinking black market. Man, I'm good. I'm good. What can I say? There's no disguising the fact. There's no sugarcoating the inescapable truth. I'm the greatest. We're good to go. Not even going to ghost that. 2 rubies over there, not really connected. So we're going to get the idol and get out of here. Easy times. There is an ingot there. Shall I be greedy and go for it? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right. Let's go all the way over here. Get that idol. Get to the black market. Find the shotgun that I left. There it is. Thank goodness, I would have never heard the end of it if I had skipped the black market while the thing is blinking and while saying, where's the black market? So, I'm glad that my brain managed to make those two brain cells smash together and put together the fact that this is the place I had to get to. This guy is annoying. Therefore, he explodes. Somehow we've gathered 9 points of health just for rescuing damsels. We would be at 10 if I hadn't taken that silly point of damage. Our poor friend Grunk. That's collateral damage of my hostage policy. I've made it very, very clear what my hostage policy is. You shoot up the place, hostages included. You are deterring every subsequent terrorists from taking hostages because they know, you know what? It's really not gonna work against my regime. You're just gonna get shot and killed. So, what is the point? The sacrifice is... I think it's perfectly reasonable sacrifice. You sacrifice the hostages once and then never again. And who knows how many lives you're saving that way. This is a legit negotiating strategy. I don't think you understand the kind of genius that you are encountering right now. Those extra bombs. Wow, this seed is amazing, by the way. This black market is fantastic. We even get a freaking pickaxe. I think this is ripe for grabbing a corpse, putting it here, sticking a bomb to it, and then failing miserably. To be good. He did get stabbed though. At least we get a little bit of a beeline to this guy. Holy crap. Please. Explode. Thank you. Why are you being so stubborn? All I wanted was to do death upon you. Now we're gonna read that ticket trap because it's just frosting my cookie something fierce. And now we get to making money. And I have a whole bunch of gems. This always happens, so let's maybe prevent myself. No, it's not gonna happen, is it? The lantern is going to continue obscuring the gem. I'm going to stand right here. Stand right here. And let that get ghosted. So we're going into the ice caves, which means the mattock is not going to be so important. Which means it is a fantastic bomb. I'm not feeling great about this though. Thankfully I'm the greatest. So I was able to escape that situation without picking up the freaking sapphire. Still gotta get it ghosted though. So I'm gonna say, yeah, that bombs are, or rather, mattock swings are not as valuable because we're going to the ice caves, which means mattock swings are not as valuable. Pretty sure this bomb will get neither of those. It will get one, not the other. And since we have so many explosives, we're going to get into this place. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. Annoyed by this ticket trap, so let's get rid of it. Let's just get that ruby first. Higher priority, I think. It don't matter. It's all going to end up in my pocket. Getting to the point, I'm just going to grab some of those. Okay. Emerald there. Nothing down here. Have we even inspected the bottom level? We have not. Like I said, the mattock is not going to be that valuable. I'm going to keep it. Very upsetting place here. Do something like this. Just escape through the top. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot in the walls to mattock my way into. But enough to keep my gold lust sated. This good stuff, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got this, might as well get that one as well. It's going to drop all the way to the bottom. Feels good. Feels good to go back into the good old daily challenge routine. We haven't had a good one for a long time. Oh boy. Give me these two. If all continues following this trend, the 2 million will not be unheard of. Won't be hard at all. I hate that piranha, therefore he must die. Should we have enough time to get this? Alright, almost done. Ghosting needs to happen. Always needs to happen. And I got nothing else to say. So all I have to do is resort to very ridiculous singing without rhyming at all. I hope that you appreciate it. Like the lowest common denominator type of commentary. It's narrating while somewhat hewing to a melody of some kind. I know that you like it. I know that you like it. Like the most brainless. The more brainless, the better. That's the way you like it. That's my brand right there. Should be another nice t-shirt slogan. The more brainless, the better. With Blargh. Lots of pots over here. I'm going to blow him up. Something fierce. This is going to fall up there, so that's fine. Also work a little bit onto the vault. Should be able to open this area with just one mine, if we manage to find one. Ice case. Most wonderful magical place on Earth. Going to be glorious. You are a little annoying. Wow, that was kind of close, wasn't it? Like, it wasn't 100% guaranteed. But he was not about to catch me. Thankfully, though, it all worked out. There's no real reason to even do anything with this vault other than open it. Don't destroy my pots, you scum lord. I'll be so mad if we continue saving damsels. Major Stupid the 4th, or however many numbers we have seen, gets rescued. Give me that extra mine. We're going to gather all the pots, and it's going to be beautiful. This is a perfect spot for mine plus pots equals riches. Do I see any more? I already blew my wad on. I mean, I haven't had any kind of rants lately. There's the mine that I already moved. But I just don't have any. I don't have any for you. Nothing upsets me lately. That's not true, but it's the same old nonsense that I have beaten into the ground. Like it's that horse that refused to keep carrying me to my date. Oh yeah, that was completely worthless. I mean, obviously he did give me the 2 emeralds, so it's not 100% worthless. I should just be using this mattock, actually. Get to that emerald with the amazing power of my swinging. I'm a really good swinger. Pretty well known in the circuit. We get invited to all the parties. My wife's not really into it, but with a little bit of Rohypnol, she embraces the vibe and all my depraved needs. We watched, speaking of depraved needs, we watched American Psycho just yesterday. What a weird, disturbing, awesome, and confusing movie. I'm glad that after I watched it, I went on the internet and looked up American Psycho Explained, so they could tell me exactly how much of a genius movie it is. So otherwise, I would have come out with the impression that nothing makes sense and it was just gratuitous nonsense. Not really. Like, I came out with the impression pretty early on. It's like, okay, this is a movie making some poking some serious fun at corporate vapidness. Everybody's life is so sad and empty, and their priorities are absolutely insane. If you haven't watched American Psycho, it's about Christian Bale embracing his inner demons. The real Christian Bale. It was like a real life documentary that they did on Christian Bale when he was a stock trader in Wall Street. Hey, there's an emerald here. Did not realize it was there. And and it follows his exploits as he fakes his way through a completely empty and vapid life of amazing business cards, having the most beautiful abs and better property than your neighbor, living in a nicer place and all that stuff, and just bragging about material things. All the while, he's a psychopath who first would think he's actually murdering people, but it's pretty clear by the end that at the very least half of it is all imagined, it's all in his head. Spoilers, I guess, but it's pretty clear about halfway. The situations get more and more ridiculous. Like, there's no way somebody could get away with this nonsense. So, you know, my favorite part though was when he stabs the bums repeatedly and just leaves him dead there. It was a good time. Actually, the best part of the entire movie is when he just whips out the gun and just starts murdering people for no reason. That made me laugh pretty damn hard. It's a comedy, really. American Psycho is a super good comedy. Recommended. It's definitely recommended. Not for your children, though. Pretty disturbing nonsense happening. Quite a lot of sex and violence in American Psycho, as you could maybe expect from a movie titled American Psycho. And then there's all kinds of blood in the title screen and all that stuff. So, you know, be warned. Don't watch it with your 7-year-old unless you want to grow a tiny little future psychopath. I mean, not really. That's not the way things work, but you'll probably traumatize him for a good 5 to 10 years. So if you want to really mess with the brain of your incipient adult, go ahead and watch that. My experience, and I have related this experience several times before. How do you manage to get over there? He managed to patrol all the way over here, and then something else blew this up. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool scenario, how he got stranded in the middle of nowhere. Well, there goes my beautiful ruby. Is it lost forever? No. There's a lot of mines here, so let's get to work. I'll get that. There's really not much to do with them. Please walk. Thank you. Please clap. Well, I didn't want to do that. I want to pick up the Yeti. My own experience was Nightmare on Elm Street. I've related this story before. But what, you have something better to do? You're going to have me listen to it again with a new twist. I don't know, I'll make something up. Don't worry about it. You can just trust me. You just make something up outrageously. At the end, I'll at least give you a tepid chuckle. That's me. Another slogan for you to put it on a t-shirt. Giving you tepid chuckles since 2015. Blargh. Nightmare on Elm Street. Watched it when I was like 7. I want to say 7. Destroyed my sleep pattern. Not sleep pattern, but my ability to go to sleep without being deathly afraid. My fear of darkness carried on well over my 16-year-old or so. My teenage years for sure. This mammoth is pissing me off. Let's create a chute through which I can blow him up. Holy crap, were you annoying. Didn't want to grab that. Didn't want to grab that. Blargh. There are all kinds of slogans today. Very, very nice. Anyways, I don't think there's a Moa head today here. Blah. I mean, I'm reduced to this. Getting little bits of gold. So on the walls, already grabbed the idol, so let's get to ghosting. Destroyed my confidence during the dark days, the dark hours of the day. Would not be able to go down a hallway without being deathly afraid of claws springing from the darkness and ripping my back to shreds. This is real. This is a real fear I had at least until I was 15 years old, and then it just kind of tapered off. These days, I don't think about it, but even after like 19, 20 years old, I still thought about it. It wasn't like horrendous terror like it used to be. But telling you, man, a single slip up. That's another thing of parenting that is so awful to think about. It's like a single slip up can mark the life of your child for years and years and years to come. It's real. It happened to me. One slip up of my parents not supervising the thing that I was watching, letting my aunt and uncle let me watch that nonsense, made me deathly afraid of going to sleep and the darkness for a good 10 years of my life. I don't think there's anything else to grab. Let me know in the comments below so you can engage with the algorithm and drive out my engagement. Whether it was some kind of horrendous traumatizing event, the more gruesome and personal the better. Please tell me all your dark secrets and how Uncle Touchy came to you at night. Anyway, we carry on to 3-3 after a flippant allusion to a very serious matter of child abuse. That's how we do here. We flippantly refer and obliquely speak about unspeakable things. I guess we'll just trigger this trigger this lib, and then gather all the pots, blow them up. As we do. Put a few mines all over the place, perhaps more than I need. Let's put the pot somewhere that it will be beneficial. And that's the thing about fear, isn't it? It's literally irrational, because I knew all along. Like, I knew it was a movie. I knew it was nonsensical to be afraid of such things. If I put the pots there, they're going to fly off into the ether. So since I have more than one mine, we're going to put them somewhere that's actually safe. Such as... Such as this spot right here. That looks like an excellent spot to pot. Let's pot all this spot and then part at this level. All along, I knew it was 100% irrational. I knew it wasn't real. It didn't stop my brain from being eternally stupid and continue to tell me that I should be terrified of whatever lurks in the dark. Awful, man. Absolutely awful. These days I don't give a damn. My wife still has some trouble with darkness. She does not like complete darkness, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with her less than fortunate infancy. Freaking stories in her background that will freaking curl your hair and curl your pubes. Absolute atrocity. She's a survivor though. She survived mostly sane. She's a little crazy, but you know, a healthy amount of crazy. I like her this way. Makes things interesting. Let's blow that up. Of course, it's like personal shit, so I'm not going to go into that. That is just one of the few things that are off bounds, you know. I'm pretty sure she'll be kind of okay with it, with me covering such topics. She don't care about no nonsense. She's a strong black woman who don't need no man protecting her. Oh well, that sucks. Will definitely chew my head off though. Oh, that was stupid. She will definitely chew my head off and then mount it on a spike for the next idiot to come around. If I divulge anything to co-workers of her personal life, and not in her past, but you know, anything that she might be struggling with in the present, boy, will she be mad. I live in permanent fear of what my wife might do to me if I slip even remotely. You might say it's not. It's really is not. Please don't let her catch wind that this is a cry for help, a desperate cry for help. Please help me right now. That's not what I'm saying. Everything's hunky-dory. And if I had a face cam right now, you could see the honesty and pure truth in my eyes as I tell you, this is not a cry for help. Definitely do not call the police right now and save me from this nightmare. This is not at all what I am getting at. Please don't do it. Life is great. Can you hear the joy in my laugh? My laughter? Pure joy. So please, mind your own damn business. Nothing to see here. I'm pretty sure we're done ghosting this place. This mad duck needs to go. We've been using the crap out of it. Might as well get the little bit of gold that I can accrue. Get it all. The freaking emerald. I mean, it's ghostable. Do I want to put the effort in? Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be fancy. Let's be wondrous. Let's go try hard. Push! Sweet, sweet, ultra ghosted. Oh yeah. Get me around this filthy specter. And now, suicide is forthcoming. We just need to make sure. There's nowhere else to grab this mattock. It always feels wrong if I just let go of it without using it up. I might just simply destroy a few blocks for the hell of it, just to watch the mattock break. Because I did waste some bombs to save the swings of this mattock, and now here I am with a mattock that doesn't have a purpose anymore. That was absolutely ridiculous. What a waste. Wasted bombs. Unbelievable. Let's find the spikes and commit suicide. Suicide was never so much fun. Absolutely love it. Love to kill myself. You should too. In Spelunky. I want you to find a sword and drive it right through your eye socket in Minecraft. Destroy you. Oh yeah, lots of violence going on. This is my kind of crowd. A lot of alien weirdos. A lot of alien weirdos going on over here. Just like the Texan border. With their I and andale. Nonsense. I don't want to say it with the accent because that's racist. Alright, well, that was a free gem. I appreciate it. Get away from me, you psycho. Okay. Let's find propitious places. This is an excellent place to pot my way to victory. Let's get all of them pots gathered up, as we do. Have a great time doing this. Oh yeah. Let's trigger this lib and watch him descend into complete madness. He's still screaming, "I'll get you one day!" That is the experience of that lib. Which, again, short for librarian. It's nothing weird. or pejorative going on here. How much further can my commentary descend? I don't know, man. It's the ice caves and I'm ghosting, so there's only so much stupidity can come out of my mouth before I have a seizure. But I'm going to treat you to the entirety of it. I don't think there's any more of pods, so might as well blow them up. Man, unlucky. Oh, morp morp. It's okay. There's more places and more mines. Unlucky. Those pods contain nothing. Fills me with sadness. Get that destroyed again. Oh boy. Alright. Still having a great time. I'm trying to kill this stupid... No! My Rui. The stupid alien has been just frosting my pubes for the longest time. Continues to mock me and taunt me from its little cubbyhole. I'll get you. I'll get you out of that hole one of these days. Ow. Ow. Oh, but no. Wow. Wash up. What you thought? You thought that commentary could get any worse. Now it's just random noises. Random noises going out my face. Listen. Listen to me. Listen to my words. Turn up the radio, don't touch the dial. Give the whole neighborhood some secondhand rap. It's just like a cigarette is something that I do over and over, but between me and you. Just like a cigarette, no one's really fooled. Just want to look fucking cool, okay? So, get off my grill. Watch me save this dog. Be the hero of the day. Oh yeah. That thing in there. Feeling like a true American hero? It's weird sometimes. Sometimes I just forget it. I have no shotgun, so why am I traversing this area thinking that I am looking for it? I really was looking for the shotgun that I thought that I had, but then I didn't have it. So let's go to the mothership, our favorite place in the entirety on Earth. Somehow managed not to falter when trying to find the name of the mothership. I always do. Today I didn't. Amazing. Sometimes I completely forget that I'm an American citizen. Because, you know, it's something that I did. It didn't take long. And then you just don't even think about it. You just continue living your life. So, but sometimes, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I don't just live here. I belong here. You have no option but to accept my presence in your country. I am a citizen. I have the exact same rights as you do, with one notable exception, which is a little weird, but kind of understandable. I cannot be president of your United States. I can't. It is forbidden. You have to be naturally born. Ah! Ah! Naturally born American citizen to be president of the United States. It can be any other office, any other profession in federal work. It can be act, just not the president. It's a little strange, but I kind of get it. Like, the possibility of bias is there, isn't it? Like, if you deal with the country that you were born in at some point, even if it's not conscious, you probably are going to be slightly well predisposed. Or if it was a horrible experience in that country and you hate it, well, you might declare war upon them, and that's possibly worse. So, I mean, as the president, you're not supposed to declare war. Not that it stopped certain presidents from starting conflicts, but what I'm saying is, yeah, okay, it's reasonable. You know, it's reasonable to say, if you were not born in the United States of America, then you cannot be the president. You can be a senator, you can represent your district in Congress, and all that nonsense. Just, you cannot be the most notorious, I won't say powerful. I think Mark Zuckerberg is more powerful than the President of the United States. I think Jack Dorsey is more powerful. I think Alphabet's CEO, whoever the hell that is, I want to say is Wokchichi, or however you pronounce their name, but I think that's only YouTube. Who's the CEO of Alphabet? You don't hear much from that guy. He must be a total hermit. Guy or lady. Let's be real, unlikely for it to be a woman. Ultra nerds that become CEOs of tech companies, usually men. It's just the way they are predisposed. Not 100% occurrence, but you know, it's just, you know, boys have penises, girls have vaginas. I know this is, in some context, this is hate speech, what I just said. But there are differences in predisposition, and that's one of them. Women are more drawn to the humanities, men are more drawn to the sciences. So, I mean, somehow this is a controversial statement. It's still hard to wrap your hand around that shaft of knowledge. That's a controversial statement these days. But it's only in weird places, right? It's only in the Twitter sphere, only in the woke outrage nonsense world. In the real world, where people actually live life, that's not controversial at all, and nobody will think twice about it. Get this dog where it belongs, which is saved by our Lord Jesus Christ. Skin him, otherwise known as Paco Spelunky. Pretty sure I grabbed every gem. If I didn't, my apologies. Let's just go. Let's just go. Not like apologizing ever works these days, also. But that's also in crazy world. Apologies still work in real life. Just don't do it on the internet. It's so strange. It's just so strange and sometimes infuriating, because there's no question that the internet has become enough of a thing that it does affect real life, and at the same time it is a completely alien world in which people behave like complete aliens. So it's a difficult balance, because I think it's indisputable to say it's not like that anymore, that you could say, oh, it's just the internet, nothing that happens over there matters in the real world. Nah, that's not true anymore. If you become a notorious scumbag on the internet, your real life will be ruined. And then you'll have to make a career out of it. Otherwise, you know, nobody will hire you for a regular day job. They'll just put your name on Google and say, oh, wait a minute, you are a really weird person that has become embroiled in a bunch of internet scandals. I can't hire you. I can't freaking hire you to manage this insurance account. So, you know, you do have to watch yourself of the scandals you get into. Like, obviously, nothing I have been saying in this place, in this web space, is going to get me fired, I don't think. But if you are enough of a public figure, if let's say my message of whatever it is really resonates for whatever reason with a real vocal group of the populace, and these videos become exceedingly popular, like I'm talking millions of views popular, do you think I could go even a week without the post office learning about it and calling me into a room and saying, we need you to stop saying that you find little girls in the street and put them in a van? That is just not on brand. You know, it's not on brand with the image that the post office wants to give out. So it's real. It's absolutely real. So you can no longer give that advice of just ignore it. I mean, to a point, of course, that's still the reasonable, smart thing to do. The internet is not truly real. Ignore it. It'll go away. Some situations, though, that's not the case anymore. Cyber harassment, it bleeds into real life. Not, oh, I got called a few mean words on on Twitter, that's stupid. It means nothing. But if people hate you enough, they will find out your docs and they will harass you in real life, and that's when cyberbullying gets real, man. You can no longer just look away and close your eyes. Like it would be my 99.9% of advice of anybody dealing with it. Just turn off the freaking phone and don't look at it. Problem solved. Sometimes if you garner enough hatred, that's not gonna be an option anymore, because it's going to bleed into real life, your workplace, your doorstep receiving an order of 10 pizzas, the post office sending you 100 boxes of packaging. It's free. You can go online and order it for somebody. So it's not 100% trivial anymore. It's important to curate a like if you want to, you might seek it out and say, I want to be controversial, I want to make a career out of it, I want to, or it's not like that. It's more like, I have this message, I want to get it out, I don't care about the consequences. Well, go for it, but you will have to deal with those consequences of, because I don't know if you're aware of, I don't know if you're a deep citizen of the internet. There's people out there that are so insane they might as well be aliens, and there's no reasoning with these people. Something that the internet, living on the internet, has taught me. There's people out there you cannot reason with. It's impossible. They are complete and utter alien entities. Okay? This is truth. This is a big truth that I'm giving you right now. We should kill Callie's out there. Piss her off. Maybe get some Olmec ghosting possibilities here. This is big truth that I'm giving you right now. I don't think anybody that spent some time on the internet can even contest it. But there's people out there you can't reason with. It's impossible. Okay? So, what do you do when they get in their heads that you are not just someone they don't like? They get in their head that you're evil and you should be dead. What do you do? Hard thing to deal with. You have to involve the police, and it gets really strange. You might have to resort to a lawsuit of some kind, restraining orders, all that nonsense. Like, the internet has been bled into real life. It's no longer child's play. It's no longer lull. Close your eyes. I mean, I'm saying it's still for the most part, like that, but not always. That's all I'm saying. Oh boy, no. I wanted to shoot. I wanted to shoot it. I wanted to shoot it in time. I don't think I had time to go in there and get it. Well, there goes the scepter, and there goes Richard. There goes Richard, blowing up. Suddenly, we are no longer going to the City of Gold. Oh boy. My goodness, how are you even? Woohoo! Well, there goes the City of Gold attempt. This was a very good one too. I mean, the bombs kind of dried out, so it wasn't like it was an amazing amount of bombs going into the City of Gold. But yeah, this was awful. How did I drop that? That was weird. I hit it so damn hard. I hit it too damn hard. Well, maybe there's 2 Cali altars coming up, and we can ghost Olmec. How about that? I mean, I am committed to this path. I'm going to continue destroying all these gems. Whoa! Wow. I probably would have been dead. They probably would have shot me straight into the maw of the beast right there. Glad it didn't. Destroying all this nonsense. Cleaning up the place. Did not mean to pick that up. But you knew that already. Blow it all up. I do have a mattock here that is completely worthless. It's literally worth nothing. With the incredible tool destruction at my disposal right now. That's one of the reasons why I really don't want to get PewDiePie big. I think even Northern Lion big is a little too much. He kind of gets away with being notorious and kind of internet famous like that because he is the complete opposite of controversy. The man, he has a gift to entertain without saying anything that it gets anybody mad in a serious way. I will be flabbergasted. Like, you could show me somebody and I will believe it that doesn't enjoy Northern Lion's content. I will be absolutely shocked if you showed me somebody that hates Northern Lion. That is like, I can't stand that guy. That guy's an asshole. Like, I could not possibly imagine why. Like, unless in private he was a jerk to you or something like that, which it's also difficult to imagine. Maybe there's always weirdos. Maybe you're a really obsessive subscriber that got really, really into Northern Lion, and then Northern Lion didn't really pay much attention to you. I kind of brushed you off and you took offense to that, and then you became this ball of rage and resentment as a result. I could see that happening, but that is a very extreme case, I think. But somebody like myself, that while not 100% super spicy, like I don't really have any kind of weird extreme takes. I don't go out of my way to express them either if I have them. I don't try to get in anybody's face. I'm just here in my little pocket on the internet talking to myself. Even then, pretty sure there will be people that absolutely will hate my guts at that point or want me to just drop dead. So I think the good amount of notoriety, I think the notoriety, the internet notoriety I'm aiming for is somewhere around Bear Taffy level when he was doing YouTube. I mean, now he's doing Twitch and he's pretty dang popular on Twitch. I don't really enjoy watching streams. I've tried it. It's like, yeah, all right, just give me that nice canned YouTube content in which you are 100% dedicated to entertaining me, the anonymous viewer, and not the chat that is watching you and making you thrive. Because, you know, if you're in the chat and you're really into it, sure, probably a good experience, I get it. It's also not for me, though. I like to be far more passive in my in my content consumption. Even live streams that I do catch and I do enjoy, I have never participated in them. It's just not a thing that I want to do. There goes the arrow that I saw earlier. I believe my scepter got destroyed. This is outrageous. Absolute outrage. Spelunky taking a dump on my chest, as it often does. We thought we were clear. We thought we had it all. I think that's not triggered. It is triggered. Oh, I sense his sneeze coming up. It's coming. Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's kind of there, but it's kind of also mixed with a burp. My life is so difficult. I have a burp sneeze. The rare beast that comes out of your mouth and ruins your life for a few moments. Okay, I think it's passing. Crisis is being averted. Okay, I'll take it. It all went into my mouth. Destroying all this nonsense. I mean, we're going to end up at like 1 million something something. Is it even worth destroying all this nonsense? There's going to be a vault somewhere. I do wonder where it's at. Throw that lava. Unfortunately, no Kali Altar, no Ghost in Olmec today. If I had destroyed the first Kali Altar we saw in the ice caves, that would have been good. I have to scratch my nose. What the hell is going on here? This weird locust convention. Very disturbing. There's the entrance to the City of Gold. Taunting me as usual. Although, unusual circumstance of my demise today, I think that obviously, like most, like 999.99999% of things in Spelunky, you could prevent them. Where's the vault? There's no vault. I guess it's in 4-3, a very rare occurrence. Very, very rare. The vault not spawning in 1 or 2. That's not trigger, is it? There you go. Well, let's ghost it. I guess it's ghost all the things, and what's the point? What's even the point? We're going to get to maybe 1.5. And we'll get to the million. With all this blowing things up. Yeah, the high score here is going to be 1.5 or so. So how about we just give up? I think that giving up on making money is a fantastic thing to do right now. And obviously there's all these beautiful gems, and I feel wrong to just leave them unghosted. Oh, my sapphire. Oh no! It just feels wrong to leave these unghosted. I've worked so hard to open them up to my consumption. Oh yeah, give me that good stuff. Something I've talked about before, man. Notoriety. It ruins certain people. I don't want to be one of those guys because I don't know if I can handle it. Something I've said many times before. Like, I don't often get negative comments. When I do, slowly. It's been a process. It's like, I could respond to this. I could respond to, like, let's say it's negative but constructive. No problem with that. Like, oh, it kind of sucks to get something negative saying, hey, you're doing things wrong, or rather, your commentary was kind of trash. I know you can do better. You know, that kind of spirit. But when it's hateful, it's like I could respond to this, or I could just move on with my life. More and more, I've been able to just move on with my life and not even think about it twice, or even 3 times. But imagine it's 200 a day, like some people get. It wrecks your brain, man. It just wrecks you. Very few people are able to handle that. And they become soccer referees who just enjoy to simply troll the audience and take pleasure, take great joy in watching the audience get real mad at their decisions. For the rest of us, who get deeply affected by hateful feedback, well, I don't know if I want it. So there. I'm not successful not because I'm not internet famous, not because I haven't been able to. Psh, you idiots. What, do you think I'm some kind of incompetent fool that has been doing this for 5 years for a meager 16,000 subscribers? Psh, I've on purpose kept it down. Make sure that nothing ever goes viral. Make absolutely certain I am safe from the internet masses. I think we're done. I am officially done. Ghosting this place. That arrow will be death. So let's not. I'm officially done making money. Like 1 million. Hooray. We made it there. We could maybe get another 500,000 by the end, but what's the point? There's no point. I did want to find out, and I never did, whether there was a vault in this level. I should have gone and seen. But whatever. Here's Olmec. We got cheated out of our City of Gold run. Absolute nonsense cheat. Feels Batman. Oh, the pitcher smith that I so carefully avoided earlier came back to haunt me. So we'll put up on there. All this stuff. Oh, that was an awful Olmec lair, and I feel really damn mad about it. 46 bombs, man. We could have done so much with that. I'm pretty sure that it's completely pointless to do what I just did because it just explodes up. You have to time it. Much better. Much better. Now from the bottom we can start blowing it up. Just create a big shaft and have Olmec choke on it. That's what we would like to do things. Destroy it all. Alright, this is good enough. Easy. Olmec murder. He just goes down, becomes dead. Oh, okay, no, he does not become dead. Now he's dead. Well done, appreciate it. Alright, pleasure doing business with you, Olmec. Please come again. I would shake your hand, but you appear to have misplaced it. Well, that was a fun time. I enjoyed, I hope that you enjoyed the company. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more algorithm engagement. It's very important to me to eke out those extra points of algorithm. Yes. Oh, Google, bless me with your algorithm. Algorithm me, algorithm all over my face. Please do it. This 1 million is not going to be very good. Wonder how many more other players succumbed to the incredible, dastardly scepter crushing trap. Pretty sure I'm the only one in the world that lost the scepter that way today. So I guess it's a unique daily challenge. Thank you, Spelunky, for reminding me my self-worth. Let's see how people did. Probably pretty good. Look at that. Position 9. Getting over a million. Over a million. 1.7. We could have been one of these guys. We could have been one of these guys. Ilmorinen and Beans and Skate of Mist. Skate of Mist. I like that. It doesn't really make any sense. I like the sound of Skate of Mist. I like you, Skate of Mist. Become my friend, please. Anyway, this was a good time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, don't become internet famous. You will regret it.